In the early hours of February 14th, 2000, a 9-year-old girl quietly walked out of her home into the darkness. She carried a backpack. She walked along a highway in the cold rain. And then, she disappeared without a trace. More than 2 decades later, the mystery of Asha Degree still haunts America. Asha Degree was a 9-year-old girl from Shelby, North Carolina. She lived with her parents and her older brother in a quiet neighborhood. Friends and teachers described her as shy, intelligent, and well-behaved. She loved school and basketball and had never shown signs of running away, which is why what happened that night confused investigators from the very beginning. On February 13th, 2000, Asha spent the evening at home with her family. Nothing seemed unusual. Later that night, a storm hit the area, and the power briefly went out. Around 2:30 a.m., investigators believe Asha quietly left her home. She took her backpack and walked out into the cold, rainy night. No one in the house heard her leave. At around 3:45 a.m., a truck driver traveling along North Carolina Highway 18 noticed something strange. A small child was walking along the roadside. At first he thought it was strange, but it continued driving. Later, another driver saw the same girl. Concerned, the driver turned his vehicle around to check on her. But as the headlights approached, the girl ran off into the woods and disappeared. That was the last confirmed sighting of Asha. Days later, investigators discovered something chilling. Inside a nearby tool shed, search teams found several items that may have belonged to Asha. Among them were a pencil, a candy wrapper, and a photograph of an unknown young girl. The photo did not belong to Asha. Investigators have never identified the girl in that picture, and to this day, no one knows why that photo was there. In 2001, construction workers made a shocking discovery. Buried in the ground about 30 miles away from Asha's home, they found a backpack wrapped in plastic. Inside were several of Asha's belongings. Someone had clearly tried to hide it. The discovery suggested something far more disturbing than a simple runaway case. Someone had taken the time to bury evidence. Investigators now believe Asha may have been lured out of her house. But the biggest mystery remains. Why would a shy 9-year-old girl leave her safe home alone in the middle of the night? Was she meeting someone? Was she running away from something? Or did someone convince her to leave? No one knows. More than 20 years later, the disappearance of Asha Degree remains unsolved. The FBI continues to investigate. Her family still hopes for answers, and investigators believe someone, somewhere, knows the truth. But that person has never come forward. Somewhere out there, someone may still know what really happened to Asha Degree. Maybe a secret has been hidden for years. Maybe someone has stayed silent all this time. But until the truth is finally revealed, the mystery of Asha Degree will continue to haunt America. This is Dark Files, USA. And some of America's darkest mysteries are still waiting to be uncovered.